It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspective of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association and can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA AM 1490, FM 101.3, JAWS Country FM 100.9, and ESPN Radio AM 630 and FM 92.9. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Another Saturday morning and another chance to talk energy insights thanks to the good folks at SUGA. That's the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. And joining us is the new Executive Director of the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program. That is John Schlichter. And before I say anything, John, I'll tell you, I know you're new there, but you come in with a couple dandies. I've had a chance to speak on several occasions with Sean and Kennedy, so it's probably nice coming in with a right hand and a left hand like that.
Oh, yes. Good morning. It is. We've got a great staff here, and they've really made me feel welcome and really been helpful as we step into the role.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about John Schlichter and as a new executive director. You jump right into a pandemic, but tell us how you got to that position, some of your background.
Sure. Yeah. I began my career as a farmer. So I farmed for 30 years, and also then during those times I served on local school boards, local community college board of trustees. So it gave me a pretty good background in education, and then went on to be a county commissioner and a state representative for a few years, and served on education committees when I was there. So it seemed like a good fit when I looked at this, and then in administration-wise, I'd been in the Department of Agriculture as a deputy director for about 7 years, and so when this chance came along, as I said, it seemed like a good fit and a good role to step into, and boy, it's an exciting opportunity for me. I really look forward to it because it's a great industry and good people in the industry, and so that's why I think it's as I said, it's very exciting.
My late farmer, or my late father, loved the joke when somebody was a farmer. It's every farmer I've ever known has been outstanding in his field. So I would be remiss if I didn't share that for the old man's sake. Talk about just the state of the last 13 or 14 weeks and how it has affected your business going forward, trying to get the word out and helping out first responders. And I think of all the things that you guys do, and I know some of it's probably escalated and some of it's completely halted.
Yeah, it has. When it came into this role, and obviously the teacher trainings that they have continued. That's something that we've been fortunate to be able to have. This few weeks ago, we had our first virtual teacher training session. And that was great. I mean, the people who put it on, the folks here, and then also the education partner that we work with, did a great job of getting that virtual training in place. Now we're going to go back into an in-person training with geology teachers here this next week. But it's just every industry's hurting right now, and that's something that the pandemic brings to everyone. It's equal. It doesn't discriminate in any way, shape, or form. So the natural gas and oil industry is just not exempt from any of this. Because of the shale resolution, especially Shale Crescent region, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, we've had record production, but unfortunately with demand down, prices down, high supply, low demand, the industry we're all worried about storage and things that really we have no control of right now. So we're optimistic, though. We think that as we make strides to return to normalcy, demand will return, and hopefully, as people go back to work, and hopefully we'll get some type of normal back to our life. And while it may be some type of new normal, we hope we can get some of the old back.
Yeah, sooner than later. John Schlichter
Yes.
is our guest. He's the executive director of the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program. And then for the listeners, John, because we talked to so many, we've talked to the head of the EPA and congressmen and UGA and different people could you just give us the UGA, SUGA, UJEEP, and I know they're all related, but, from an advocacy and an educate, how does it kind of split them out for us, for the listeners?
Well, UGA is the Ohio Oil and Gas association with Ohio, so producers belong to that, and the Ohio Energy Education Program, Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program, was put together in 1997 by the Oil and Gas Association and working with the legislature to put our program in place. So while we are still an advocacy, for the industry, we also educate for the industry. And not only with teachers, with firefighters, with the general public. And I think that is the main difference that we have. We're not a lobby group. We don't go out and lobby people, but we do try to educate the folks on the benefits of the industry and in all shapes of the industry, from employment to production to what it does for them and all the things that oil and gas are used for. So I think that's a major difference for us.
And our program sponsor today is SUGA, and that, of course, it would be an association to represent those oil and gas folks here in our region, the Southeast Ohio region. So we appreciate your time and hope we'll get an opportunity to speak to you again. John Schlichter is Executive Director of the Ohio Oil and Gas Energy Education Program. I've done this enough times if I can just rattle that off, John, right? So that I've talked to enough of your guys. I love it. So thank you.
You were quicker at it than I am. So.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and we'll catch you again with another show.
Thank you. I appreciate the chance to be with you. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on WMOA Local Radio, JAWS Country, and ESPN Radio, as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives going on in the oil and gas industry right here in the Mid-Ohio Valley.